The corner of Edgar and Dave. Yes, indeed. We're at Safeco Field tonight for Game 2 of a 3-game set. The Mariners taking on the Angels. The Mariners looking to get back on the winning track after losing last night in a heartbreaker 2-0. Welcome, everybody, to Mariner Baseball. Dave Sims and Mike Blowers. And let's look at a pitching matchup tonight. We got some familiar faces, starting with Jason Vargas, who's back after a blood clot under his left armpit. Knocked him out for a while. He faces off against Erasmo Ramirez.
Well, you look at Vargas and what he has done against the Mariners this year. Well, he's pitched well in both outings, giving up just 2 earned runs in each of them. I think you have to look at some of the left-handers in the lineup tonight. Lefties are hitting .319 off of Vargas. You know he has the good cut fastball. That's effective against the right-handers. And, of course, the changeup also against righties. So the lefties in the lineup, especially Miller, Seager, they're hitting at the top of the lineup today. Look for them to get on base and try to give the Mariners some opportunities on the bases.
Meanwhile, Erasmo Ramirez's ERA, thankfully, has been in free fall.
Well, yeah, he's been pitching well lately. His last outing was a really good one against Texas in Arlington, a tough place to pitch. But he went 7 innings. You can see just 4 hits, 1 earned run for him. A big key in that one, just 1 walk. Did a great job of commanding the strike zone. If he can do that tonight, probably keeps on a pretty good roll, Dave.
Absolutely. The Mariners last night losing ended a 5-game winning streak against the Angels here in this building. Maybe tonight they start a new one. Glad you're with us here in Root Sports. A beautiful Saturday evening for baseball. Mariners and Angels. First pitch straight ahead. Baseball and Root Sports is brought to you by Ford. We are local. By Safeco Insurance, do more. And by the Emerald Queen Casino, presenting Funny Man and Tool Time King Tim Allen, October 19th. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com. Very in motion just beyond the ballpark here. Last night, Felix Hernandez was on the mound for the Mariners. Tell you what, he put up some good numbers. Struck out 10, but didn't get enough run support. The Mariners just 0 for 1. Runners in scoring position, but Felix had it working last evening. Felix striking out Mike Trout here. Had a couple of innings where he really had to work hard, but he pitched 6 strong innings, 3 hits, 2 runs. both earned a walk and 10 strikeouts. Take a look now at our cold, hard facts brought to you by Coors Light. Most strikeouts in Big League Baseball since Felix's debut. Won a list. Felix topping it since August of 05. Felix, CC, Verlander, Dan Haren, Tim Lincecum, and Cole Hamels. Last night's highlight having Eric Wedge back in a manager's position, and tonight game 2 of his second start here during this 2013 season. We got first pitch coming up. Mariners and the Angels. This is Seattle Mariner Baseball. Welcome, everybody, on this Saturday evening here in Seattle. The Angels and the Mariners, game 2. It'll be Jason Vargas taking on Erasmo Ramirez. And Eric Wedge back in the dugout, game 2, since coming back from his minor stroke. Talking with James Clifford, exercise specialist. Right now, let's take a look at the Angel batting order that will face Erasmo Ramirez.
For manager Mike Scioscia leading off, J.B. Shuck, and then it's Ivar Trout. Playing center field was the DH last night. He will hit third. Then it's Josh Hamilton. A couple of hits for Hamilton in last night's game. The cleanup hitter, Trumbo, Calhoun, Chris Nelson, the difference in the game. A 2-run home run early in the game last night. That was the only 2 runs of that game. Nelson hitting 7th. Conger and Green rounding out the 9 for the Angels. And for Ramirez, 5.94 ERA for him. Opponent's average 2.73. He's given up 7 home runs. He was really good in his last outing, so Eric Wedge and the staff hoping that he'll build off of that. Just 1 earned run over 7 innings against the Rangers. And the T-Mobile defense for the Mariners. Michael Morris getting the start out in left field. Ackley is the center fielder. Indy Chavez in right. And on the infield, Kyle Seager is at third base. Brendan Ryan will get started shortstop tonight, so Miller will move over and play second. Justin Smoke, the first baseman, and Quintero will do the catching.
First start here at home for Ramirez since July 28th against Minnesota. Won that game 6-4, going 6 innings. 7 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 2 walks, and 6 Ks.
If he has command like he did in his last outing against the Rangers, he will have an advantage. The Angels have not seen him this year. And he did an excellent job of working ahead and pitching down in the zone against the Rangers, giving up just 4 hits over the 7 innings.
First pitch to J.B. Shuck outside. Ball 1. Ron Culpus got balls and strikes tonight. Tom Hallion at first. Phil Cuzzi at second. And Chris Cuccione at third. fouled back. Talking to the players and coaches, they talk about Ramirez being such a perfectionist. They want him to get on top, get out there early. Don't worry about establishing stuff. You're good. There was a game recently where he was behind 2-0, and they said, come on, throw your stuff, be aggressive. And he said, he's such a perfectionist as this ball sent out to right field in the sun. Tough play. Andy made it. Nicely done by Andy Chavez. Oh, that looked like it was going to be murder out there.
It would have been for most, but Andy Chavez still in some sunlight in right field. He loses this at the beginning. Watch him put his glove up, trying to find the ball, and eventually gets there, makes the catch on the warning track. But a good play by Indy starting the game.
They were saying he was behind 2-0. They said it's too late. They said it's never too late. You're only in a second inning, for crying out loud.
Yeah, exactly. You want to grind it out. And there you can see Andy trying to find it in the last minute, turns on the speed, and is able to get back in time to make the catch.
One down brings up Erick Aybar.
Oh, great example of what they were talking about to him. He was able to stand on the top step last night and see from Felix Hernandez. Talking about giving it up early. Felix gave up 2-run home run in the second inning. Was able to pitch through 6, grinding it out. Had to throw a lot of pitches, but still fighting his way through it, trying to give his team a chance to get back into it. So there's an example right in front of him.
Aybar 0 for 4 last night. Crushed up Quintero.
Well, they wanted to go outside again, and he ends up pulling across his body, almost a little cutter in. Take a look at our McDonald's Supermo. A little bit of a shave right there.
Ramirez's second start against the Angels. First strike here September 25th last year. Took a loss going 6 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, no walks, 3 strikeouts, and gave up 2 home runs. And he walks Aybar. Quintero out for a few words on this beautiful Saturday evening. 21,000 last night, about the same, maybe a little bit more tonight. See what Andy Chavez was battling.
You barely see him out there in right field. The glare of the sun. Quintero making that trip out to the mound. I think it was to your point, Dave. Let's get aggressive in the strike zone. And probably ask him, are you okay? It's fastball right now, 90, 91 miles an hour. Don't need to save anything. Let's get after it. You can throw 95.
Strike one to Mike Trout. Mike Scioscia got Trout back in the outfield. Yesterday was first time back. Good to go now after a hamstring issue. Trout said it hurt when he walked, but not when he ran. And so Scioscia said yesterday he didn't want to push it. Trout's ready to go here today.
There you go. That's his best fastball so far at 93 miles an hour.
Trout 2 for 3 against Ramirez. Trout the number 2 hitter in the American League behind Cabrera. Miguel Cabrera of Detroit. One and 2. I'll never forget when he brushed back Nelson Cruz. That showed me something last year. Cruz was digging in, one of the better power hitters, and
takes a big hack.
Oh yeah. Biogenesis scandal has Cruz on the suspended list until late in the year. 1-2 to Trout. Trout having a great year, top 10 in 19 offensive categories. Angels losing or ending a 4-game losing streak last night. It was just their 3rd win in their last 12 games. 1-2 outside. Mariners are 6-5 in their last 11. Eric Wedge very encouraged by what he's seen. He helped rebuild Cleveland. So it's just a matter of being consistent now. He's seeing championship makeup out of this ball club, but it comes in dribs and drabs. Here's a pitch fouled off.
And that was an interesting comment that he made before the game, Dave, and saying that, look, the guys have gone out and they've competed and beat some of the best teams in the league. They just need to be more consistent about it. And that's something that he's really going to be watching over the next 5 weeks. And he's going to do it to a man, it sounds like. You want playing time, you better go out there and get the job done. So that'll be interesting to watch over the next 5 weeks.
He said, when I looked at a bench, I want to see that you're ready to go.
If you're not, you can stay down there for a few days.
Exactly right. 2-2. Hit well. Center field deep. Trouble and gone. Mike Trout does it again. His 22nd home run. RBI 79 and 80. Got it on a 2-2 pitch. He's something else.
And this is an off-speed pitch, and it's right in the middle of the plate. A changeup at 80 miles an hour.
It's a big time poke. 1 out, 2-0. Here's Josh Hamilton riding an 11-game road hitting streak. 2 for 4 last night. Felix Hernandez, he saw Chris Nelson take him deep in the 2nd inning for a 2-run shot. Ball to Hamilton. Felix dropping to 8-13 against the Angels with the loss last night. That one hit into right field. Base hit by Hamilton. So a 12-game road hitting streak for him.
It looked like it was on the hanging changeup again. He's going to have to get that pitch down if he wants to have success with it. Take a look at the swing by Hamilton on our McDonald's Supermo. Been a tough year for him, but had a couple of hits last night. Catches that changeup up out over the plate and hooks it into right field.
Brings up another big-time power threat. Mark Trumbo, 29 home runs, 83 runs batted in. He's 4th in homers in the American League. Trumbo 0 for 4 last night with a couple of strikeouts. He did send Saunders to the wall in center field in the 6th, where he made a good catch. Trumbo 6th in RBIs.
Quintero making his 2nd trip out to the mound here in the 1st inning. 20 pitches in the inning for Ramirez. This is such a tough league to pitch in. If you don't come out of the pen with your best stuff right away, Dave, they will get on you in a hurry, and that's what's happening with Ramirez. His fastball averaging about 91 miles an hour, a couple of off-speed pitches that were hangers.
One here to Trumbo. Here Ryan Culpase outside, 2-1. Fouled off. Pitching and defense been a big problem for the Angels this year. Swinging to bat, they're 4th in batting average, 7th in runs, 4th in hits, 8th in home runs. Mike Scioscia's bullpen has not been good. The starters haven't been good. And defensively, they're off. Next to last in the league. 2-2. punch down the right field line. Foul. So 2-0 on the Mike Trout home run. Ibar aboard.
23 pitches in the inning. Last night in the second inning, Felix had to throw 28 pitches.
2 to Trumbo. Line drive. Miller. And Hamilton back safely. 2-0.
When you look at this line drive backhanded play by Miller, I think the throw was a little bit high because of the angle he had throwing it over the top of the head of Hamilton. He didn't want to hit him in the back. Hamilton able to get back to first base.
Brings up Cole Calhoun. Entered last night's game. Defensive replacement for J.B. Shuck. Going to Cole. 0-4 for his last 9 after suffering a really bad run. 14 games where he went 5 for 43. Field for Michael Morse. He's there, and that'll do it. 2-run homer by Trout for the Angels. A 26 pitch first inning for Erasmo Ramirez. The Mariners coming to bat. Take a look at the Mariners batting order tonight against Jason Vargas.
Tonight's starting lineup brought to you by Chevron. Leading off it will be Brad Miller. Kyle Seager moves up to hitting second in the lineup. You can see what he's done against the Angels this year. A .340 average with 3 home runs and 7 RBIs. Then it'll be Morales, the DH. Morse getting the starting left field, hitting cleanup. Smoke, Chavez, Quintero. Dustin Ackley has been hot lately. He will hit 8th. And Brendan Ryan getting the start at shortstop, hitting 9th. For Vargas on the year, 6-5 record, a 3.92 ERA, 101 innings for him, 68 strikeouts, giving up 12 home runs this year. Vargas, as we know, good changeup. He will use his cutter and try to sink his fastball, mix it around the plate, change speeds, not overpowering at all.
First pitch to Brad Miller in there for strike 1. One thing you know about Vargas, he will compete hard.
And he's had a lot of success in this ballpark. So the Mariners down 2-0, have the work cut out for him here early.
Fouled back. Mariners 1-1 against Vargas this year. 2.40 ERA. Beat him here April 28th. Michael Morse hit a home run in that game. And then Vargas won big on June 17th, 11-3 down in Anaheim.
You see a 3.36 ERA here at Safeco Field.
Up the middle, backhanded by Green. Won't get the Speedy Miller base hit.
Good way to start for the Mariners here in the bottom of the first inning. Take a look at the T-Mobile defense for the Angels in this evening's game. Hamilton will be in left field, Trout to center field, Calhoun out in right. And on the infield, Crespo is gone. Now he's with the A's, so Nelson gets to start at third. Ibar and Green playing up the middle. Mark Trumbo, the first baseman. And Hank Conger will do the catching this evening.
Kyle Seager batting in a 2-hole tonight. Back-to-back nights for Brad Miller, leading off the Mariners home first with a base hit. Seager batted third last night, 1 0 for 3, couple of strikeouts. And he's looking to break an 0 for 7 against Jason Vargas. Good to have Vargy back. Missed 47 games. He had a blood clot in his left armpit area. It's his third start since returning from the DL. Big sweeping breaking ball.
It's interesting. It's rare. Every now and then you'll see it, but it's not often. When you look at Vargas and his splits, right-handers hitting 250 off of them. Left-handers hitting 319. I wonder if the switch hitters sometimes decide they're going to hit left-handed. You have Morales waiting on deck. Of course, Smoke is a switch hitter, so the Mariners have a couple of them. He's going to hit right-handed against him, but I've seen some switch hitters when they start to see those kinds of numbers, they'll go up there and hit left-handed. And the reason why, Vargas has a good cutter that he can get in on the hands of the right-handers. Obviously, that pitch will stay away from the lefties. And then, of course, his changeup, and his changeup will move down and into the left-handers. So he has to really be perfect with that pitch to the lefties, and a little bit tougher on the right-handers. But I've always wondered for lefties, you know, they've trained their whole lives, I guess, in those lefty-righty matchups. But there you can see the numbers. Righties obviously a lot more power. All 12 home runs coming from right-handed hitters.
0-2 to Seager. Just beyond Vargas's reach, takes Green right to the bag. Miller would have been safe. Now he's out. Bill Cuzzy, the second base umpire. Green was trying to get a tag and throw for the double play.
He ends up dropping the ball, so there was no call. Brad didn't see the ball come out. You can see him turn his back, but Ibar standing right there.
Waiting for word from the official score tonight. Eric Radovich, who does a great job here at Safeco Field. You look at Morales. Morales was traded for Vargas back in December. Mariners needed the hitting. Angels needed the pitching. Morales, team leader in batting average, hits, doubles, and RBIs. One here to Morales. Off speed pitch.
That's the changeup.
So Seager reaches on a fielder's choice. Miller out 6 unassisted. There's the ruling from official scorer Eric Radovich. Ball 2 strikes Morales. Ooh, holding big time.
I think that was a situation where he was looking for the cutter inside, was cheating on it, and ended up being a changeup off the plate away. This pitch really not that close. You see Kendricks committing to his swing.
First strikeout for Vargas. Morse hit a big home run against Vargas here early on in the season, back on April 28th. Strike one to Michael. 2 for 7 career against Jason. Mariners come in 3rd place tonight's game here in the AL West, 3 games ahead of 4th place Angels. Strike 2, slow breaking ball. Mariners last night held to 5 hits, had 1 runner in scoring position. He went 0 for 1.
Not many opportunities. I'll give Garrett Richards a lot of credit, though. I thought he had an exceptional fastball last night with a lot of movement on it. He was 96 miles an hour.
Trout going back towards the fence, makes the catch, and that'll do it for the Mariners. No runs, a hit, no errors, a man left. 2-0 Angels. Hey kids, add a Kyle Seeger t-shirt to your back-to-school wardrobe. They're free to all youngsters 14 and under tomorrow afternoon, part of Bowling Salute the Kids Day. Get your tickets to see the Angels and Mariners and get this great t-shirt. Have mom or dad. Go to Mariners.com right now. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports Crew. Beautiful Saturday night here at Safeco Field in Seattle. Rosmo Ramirez faced 6 men in the first inning. 2 runs on 2 hits. He's got Chris Nelson leading off.
And we showed you when he was coming off the field after the top of the first inning, Carl Willis put his arm around him, sat there and talked to him for a while, so we'll see what kind of adjustment he makes. Too many pitches in the first, and falling behind hitters cost him.
He's ahead of Nelson, who won the game last night in the second inning with a 2-run homer. Darren Brown, Carl Willis, Eric Wedge. Off the fist, going back is Ryan. 1 out. Ryan, a great getaway day game in Oakland. 2 for 3, knocked in 3 runs. Mariners beat the A's on Wednesday 5-3. Still says he may drop a bunt if the situation calls for it. Those 2 times he came up.
He wants to, I know that.
Those 2 times he came up and, drive him in situations. If he's leading off. And Conger looks at a strike. He's determined to get one down.
Well, he is moving around to the right side of the infield. Mariners with a shift on for Hank Conger.
Popped out of play. Tigers' Max Scherzer won his 19th game today. He's 19-1. Scherzer won at New York, beat the Mets. 6 innings of work, 11 Ks. Mr. Cabrera went 2 for 5. Well, 2 to Conger. Switch hitter. He gets into one. Right field, backing up Endy Chavez, running out of room. Reaches up, and he makes the catch. How about this guy, huh? He's a guy, I mean, the coach's face just light up when they talk about Endy Chavez, and that's one of the many reasons why.
Well, I'm sure a lot of Mariner fans happy for Endy. Obviously, with the terrible knee injury he had here when he was with the Mariners the first time. Taking him a while to get back, but here he goes again. He's had a couple of difficult plays. The first one because of the sun. This one right here, he just has to time his jump, and he definitely would have been a home run. So he saves Ramirez a run right there, but a well-timed jump by Endy. Good look for our McDonald Supermo, and the concentration definitely up over the wall.
Took a home run away from Yadier Molina in the 06 playoffs in left field with the Mets on a dramatic catch where he timed it beautifully just like that. And popped up. Miller's got the plate and yields now to Endy. Good inning for Ramirez. Went right after the bottom third of the order. Helped a lot by Endy Chavez. A brilliant catch out there. 2-0 Angels. Batting second here in the Mariners' second inning. The Sun, the first time, well, this was the leadoff man, J.B. Shuck. Good recovery there. Sunglasses, I could use them. All right, so flash forward. He's got the sunglasses, but they're on his cap. That didn't keep him from robbing Hank Conger. Well done by Endy Chavez. There's Smoke. Justin Smoke to lead it off.
I think the outfielders used to playing 7 o'clock games where that's not an issue. He went and got him. But now you can see out in right field again. The Sun is back out there. Calhoun, the right fielder, he's having a tough time just seeing the hitter.
Slow breaking ball for strike 1-1. Smoke at 264, 14 homers, 34 runs batted in. Similar pattern we see all the time. They love to jackknife him off the plate. 7 for 35 on the road trip for Justin. A home run and 3 runs batted in. Foul off Conger's mask. 2-2. Smoke Chavez and Quintero here in the second.
I think one of the things that has made Jason so effective, again, he's not overpowering. His fastball is 87, 88 miles an hour. He has the ability to cut it, sink it, and he has the great changeup. But I think he also really pays attention to hitters' swings and their reactions to the pitches that he throws up there and makes adjustments from pitch to pitch.
2-2. Full count.
He was a good hitter in college, and I think he has a good idea and a feel for what the hitter's timing is on a certain pitch, or if they're leaning out over the plate on him.
DH when he didn't pitch at Long Beach State, teammate with Jared Weaver. Good ball clubs down there. Payoff here to Smoke. Shortstop giving way to the left fielder Josh Hamilton. 1 out. Check out our Century link to what's next. Finale. The aforementioned Mr. Weaver takes on Aaron Harang, coming off a nice effort. No decision his last time out. And Weaver, a 7-7 record, a sub-4 ERA. It's not where they anticipated him being here in late August. 7-7. Aaron Harang looking for win number 6. Here's Endy Chavez. He's 4 for 11 against Vargas. Strike 1. Good to see Mike Zunino taking his first batting practice, coming back off the hamate bone injury. Stung the ball really well. It was batting practice, I understand, but nonetheless it's good to see. Up the middle to get through off the bat of Chavez. One out base runner for the Mariners. Eric Witt said that Nick Franklin is available for pinch hitting duty. Nick said his knee looks like a pirate treasure map.
Yeah, typically when you get spiked the way that he did, it's not going to be a clean cut in there. It tore him up pretty good. Be nice to get him back in the lineup. He's having a good offensive game too after struggling. Moving there quickly. I thought Zunino was, consider the time he's been off, his batting practice was impressive today.
And all the coaches paying attention when he stepped in. Quintero is the batter, looks at ball 1. '15th start for Quintero. One and 1. Quintero picked up when the Phillies cut him loose earlier in the season. Had some good moments for the Mariners. One and 2. One out with Chavez at first. And Quintero strikes out. Second Vargas K of the early evening here. Franklin working Greg Griffin.
Say that looks pretty good.
Looks really good.
Yeah. Getting his hacks in.
Eric Wedd said, get him in there. Like to get him in as a pinch hitter. If we have to run for him, so be it. But let's get that bat in. Dustin Ackley at the plate. He's had a good run last 24 games since the All-Star break, hitting in a .310 clip. turnaround the second half of the season.
Vargas throwing a lot of strikes, 27 pitches, 21 of them for strikes.
Back up this way. Angels lead on a 2-run homer by Mike Trout, first inning. I mentioned 21,000 and change last night. It's like a lot more this evening. Home games starting to dwindle down. It's home game number 65 for the Mariners. Gets into this one down the line. It is a fair ball. Chavez digging for third. Will get there easily. A double. A ground rule double for Dustin Ackley. So that hot pace here in the second half continues for him. It's his 14th double, and with 2 outs, the Mariners have a couple of men aboard.
Since the All-Star break, Ackley hitting .310. And again, left-handers hitting .319 off of Vargas. He gets a fastball that's in, probably in off the plate. Puts a good swing on it to keep it fair. You see the ball bouncing over the wall. Just fair. So the Mariners get their first opportunity to drive in some runs here. Again, Dave mentioned last night, just one runner in scoring position for the game. We got Brendan Ryan in his last outing against Oakland. Really had a good game, drove in 3 runs.
And Ryan, let's see if it'll get down. Nope, Hamilton, good jump. Stung it, but Hamilton makes the play, and the Mariners strand 2. We go to the third. Angels lead it 2-0. Today's Tracer technology is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest. 2-0 lead for the Angels. As we go to the top of the third, it'll be the top of the order. For the Angels, Shuck, Ibar, and Trout against Erasmo Ramirez. Shuck hit one into the sun, right field. Chavez made a heck of an adjustment and a terrific catch. The sun not a factor now.
Chavez also robbing a home run. I think it was impressive as he timed his jump right, but So many times, Dave, you see the outfielders, they get a little too close to the wall, and when they go to jump, that wall will catch them. He gave himself plenty of room to take a home run away from Hank Conger.
He made that mistake once this year, about a month ago here at home, where he got too close to the wall early in the game, and he came back and made a heck of a catch in a similar situation. Pro's pro out there, 2-1. Foul off. Felix with a nice catch. Made it look easy. Punches that one into left center field, a base hit. Shuck slamming on the brakes. Throw down to first. He's back safely. And a very aggressive turn.
Ball looked like it took a bad hop on Ackley out in center field. Almost kicked by him. One of the things that the Angels have done for years is be aggressive on the bases. They will make the outfielders at least make the throw. He was almost halfway down to second.
Brings up Eric Aybar. Walked and scored on the Trout 2-run homer. Strike one, Eric. Aybar with 5 sacrifice bunts on the season. Second to J.B. Shuck, who has 6.
I don't think he was going to sacrifice there, Dave. I think that Kyle has to be careful at third, because the one thing that he will do is show that and then come right back and try to slap one by you.
We saw him do that here last season. I bet we've seen him do that once a year the last few years.
Yeah, I think you're right. Sometimes he'll square around early and then just pull the bat back and take a swing at it and try to slap it by the corner infielders trying to crash the play.
Pops this one up. Ackley will take care of it. And now Ramirez has got to deal with Trout again on a 2-2 pitch. He homered to straightaway center field. But the Angels up in the first inning.
Doing a good job on his first pitch strikes. 8 first pitch strikes to the 11 batters that he has faced. Splits are okay. 42 pitches overall, 28 strikes, 14 balls for Ramirez.
Strike one to Mike.
Take a look at the home run by Trout. It was a changeup in the middle of the plate. So a hanging changeup goes over the center field fence. His 22nd home run of the year. 80 RBIs now. You see the location of that changeup, the 7th pitch of the at bat.
0-2 here to Trout. .80 RBIs now for Mike. Moves him into 8th place in the American League. One thing we've seen of Trout, dating back to last year's rookie year, got great power going the other way too.
Well, I was just thinking, even on that last pitch, the 93-mile-an-hour fastball, he will let the ball travel and get deep. He has such quick hands. Seeing a lot of inside-out swings, hitting the ball back up the middle. So hanging off speed pitches are going to be in trouble against him.
One out, and a runner on. Actually, a couple steps towards right for Mike Trout. Josh Hamilton's on deck. He's single to right his first time up. Josh extending his road hitting streak to 12 games. Bears doing a good job keeping an eye on Shuck. Angels don't run the way they used to. They're currently 10th in the league at stolen bases. A lot of years they've been in the top 3. 1-2 to Trout. Ryan for Shuck. There's no way they get Trout. They get the lead runner. The 2 down. Trout aboard on the fielder's choice.
It was a good play by Brendan Ryan to get the lead runner. I think Brendan, see him going over. He was talking to Brad Miller. I'm sure he was telling him, you need to put that one in your pocket. We had no chance to turn it. Slow 2 hopper to Brendan Ryan. You can see him having to throw it back behind him.
And as we saw last night, Mike Trout's 80% is better than most guys' 100% speed.
Yeah, it is. And the reason why you just want to eat it, because there's nothing good that's going to happen. You may throw it into the camera well. The ball gets away with you, especially with the runner sliding in at your feet. And you end up putting them in scoring position. So know the runners, speed of the ball, all those things. Sometimes you just have to eat it as an infielder. You're better off. It's the best play.
Trout tied for 7th in stolen bases with 28 with Leonis Martin of Texas. Trout back safely. Hamilton 2 for 4 last night. Off to a good start in this series. 3 for 5 now with that base hit to right in the first inning. Seager, nobody can get a glove on it. Digging for third and getting there is Trout. Talk about a seeing eye base hit.
Mariners had the shift on, and Ramirez was able to jam Hamilton, trying to pitch to the defense. Take a look at our McDonald Supermo. This will get in around that Pine Tower area. Like maybe it broke his bat, but nobody on the left side of the infield. Kyle Seager not able to get to it. And again, Brendan Ryan playing well up the middle.
And now you get Trumbo lined out to the second baseman Miller first time. This one will take Miller right to the bag, and that'll do it. Force on Hamilton. So the Angels, no runs on 1 hit. Make that 2 hits. Leave a couple. They leave 2-0.
The early 2-0 lead over the M's as we get ready for the bottom of the third. Tom Glasgow with you from the Forward Sports Desk. Number of Mariner minor league clubs putting the wraps on their 2013 seasons, which takes us to our Sterling Bank. Nobody works harder for you, giving you 2 prospects winning honors in the Appalachian League. A pair of Pulaski Mariners get awards. Shortstop Tyler Smith is the Player of the Year, the former Oregon State Beaver, hitting .331. Edwin Diaz is the Pitcher of the Year. So congratulations to those Mariners prospects. Let's send it back to Blow and Dave.
All right, Tom, good to have you with us. Thank you very much. As we look at Brad Miller swinging away, the right fielder got a bad jump. It'll drop in. Good start for the Mariners. Brad Miller 2 for 2.
Brad aggressive on the fastball again. This one beats him. It's a fastball on the inside corner, and he hits it off the trademark. Little fly ball into right field, but he'll get a base hit for it. So as Dave mentioned, 2 for 2. And he'll need a new piece of lumber. Mariners able to get a couple of runners in scoring position in the second inning. Left him stranded. Brendan Ryan lined out to left field to end the inning.
Well, we're having a good series, 4 for 6. We have Kyle Seager reached on a fielder's choice. One to Kyle, looking for his first hit against Jason Vargas. He's 0 for 8. Two. Vargas, the May pitcher of the month in the American League, with a record of 5-0, 2.30 ERA. Geiger keeps it in front, 1-2.
Be curious to see if the Mariners try to run tonight. Vargas average move over to first. Miller can certainly steal a base if he wants to.
Brad hasn't run a lot, but he's 3 for 4. And base stealing. 1-2 here to Seager. 2-2. Fans out in center field, looking in towards the action just above the pen. Really nice crowd here. Safeco Field, finale tomorrow. Texas comes in Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. 2-2 to Seager. Vargas really keeping a close eye.
And he's thrown over there a couple of times now with Brad, and it looks like Brad is able to read it. No problem there.
Two and two. Breaking ball fouled off.
3 breaking balls in a row. Now getting a piece of the last one. It is right on the outside corner and down, and Kyle having to reach out there to get a piece of it.
Two and two. That is a foul ball. Long look by Vargas. He's ready. We'll do it again. 2-2. Strike 3 called. Third strikeout for Vargas. First looking.
Well, after 3 breaking balls away, he came back in. Kyle pulled it just foul, and then he paints a fastball in the outside corner at 87 miles an hour. Good sequence of pitches for Vargas. Bring up Morales. Morales strikeout, swinging his first time up, chased a changeup well off the plate away. Looked like that first at bat he kept looking for the cutter in. They're going to go away again.
Strike 1 to Kendricks. Started tonight a .263 hitter, 2 homers, 4 runs batted in against Jason Vargas. Jason in front, 0-2. Broken back ground ball, Ibar to Green for 1. That's all they'll get. So Miller is retired. Fielder's choice for Morales. Looking to take a trip this summer. We'll consider a trip around the Safeco Field bases. That's right. Tomorrow afternoon, all youngsters 14 and under. You're going to be invited down onto the field after the game. It starts at 1:10. To pick up your one-way ticket around the Safeco Field bases, log on to Mariners.com.
Bring up Michael Morris. Michael flying out to center field his first time up. Took Trout up against the track in right center.
Hit it hard, right field. And making the play is Cole Calhoun. Morris lines out, and the Mariners are gone. In the third, they trail 2-0. Sports being brought to you by Sterling Bank. Nobody works harder for you. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. By Mazda, we believe if it's not worth driving, it's not worth building. Good look from Kerry Park. Great vistas of Seattle. 2-0 on a Mike Trout first inning 2-run shot against Erasmo Ramirez. And here in the fourth, Cole Calhoun, Chris Nelson, Hank Conger, 6, 7, and 8. Second time up for Calhoun. Fly to left his first time.
Well, it looks like after the first inning, Ramirez has settled down, pitched a couple of scoreless innings. Location of his fastball has been a little bit better. Starting to pitch some guys inside. Always a good idea. Make sure you get it in there, though. And right now, it looks like he's going to have to hold him down. Vargas looks like he's on his game. We saw him paint a couple of fastballs, effective changeup so far tonight.
2-0 to Calhoun. Vargas with 3 strikeouts. No runs on 4 hits. Miller, make that. Ryan gets a nice hop, strong throw. Nicely done by Brendan Ryan. 1 out here in the 4th. Time for the 18th T trivia question. Here we go. Which starter owns the highest strikeout per inning rate of all time? For 9 inning rate of all time. Kerry Wood, Pedro Martinez, Nolan Ryan, Randy Johnson. Per 9, I'm going to go Kerry Wood.
I'm with you because he finished up as a reliever. And with the stuff that he had, I would say per 9, that is the case. I'll go with Kerry Wood.
Chris Nelson, a hitter, takes a strike. When he got out of the box early, that first part of his career, that was impressive.
That curveball that he had, he would just embarrass hitters with it. Just looking at that group of the jab right there, that's a long day anytime any of those guys are on the mound.
Pedro would be known to buzz you. Mr. Ryan would come inside, leave a calling card.
So would Randy.
John Kruk, all-star game at bat, might be one of the quintessential at bats against Mr. Johnson. Thump, thump,
fun.
thump.
Yeah.
Felix is 5th in that category this season. 1-2, fought off by Nelson. Scherzer added 11 more strikeouts today, and so did Darvish. Scherzer and Sanchez. It's a heck of a 1-2 for Detroit, and that's leaving out Verlander. Swing and a miss. Nelson's gone. 2 outs. First strikeout for Ramirez.
Like a well-located slider. Started that pitch right on the outside corner and have it run off the edge. Maybe even his cutter. Maybe a cutter right there. Good pitch. Well located.
And Conger robbed of a home run. Andy Chavez with the 2nd out in the 2nd inning. It's out in right field. It's popped up. Brad Miller's under it. Makes the play. A 10-pitch inning for Ramirez, settling down just like Felix did last night. Getting some runs. 2-0 Angels. 3 by their former teammate Jason Vargas. Might this be the breakthrough inning? Justin Smoke, Endy Chavez, and Humberto Quintero here in the home fourth. 2-0 on a Mike Trout. First inning, 2-run shot. Vargas has struck out 3, not walked anybody. Given up 4 hits and stranded 4 runners.
.42 pitches for Jason, 34 strikes, throwing a lot of strikes. But he's pitching on the edges. He looks like he's in command of what he wants to throw tonight. Just trying to expand the strike zone on the Mariner hitters. Get the guys to swing at some pitches off the plate. That's when he's at his best. 4 hits so far through 3 innings off of Vargas.
Smoke flied out to left on a 3-2 pitch. Strike 1 to Justin.
Justin thinking that pitch might have been down. He was on the plate but down, and now you'll see Vargas. He'll just start to move off the edges. There you go, right off the plate. Former Mariner Jamie Moyer used to be one of the best at that. Get so many outs, making you swing at pitches off the plate.
Line hard and foul. The umpire was giving him a pitch that was a tad out of the zone. Guess where he was going to live hard, right?
Yep. Stay right there, and then and keep moving it out there, because as a hitter you get anxious and you start to swing at it. I think the other factor too is because these guys are so used to seeing 94, 95 every night. All of a sudden the guy has 88. You feel like you can hit anything, and the next thing you know, you have a comfortable 0 for 3 or 0 for 4, and 3 of them are ground outs.
Weak ground outs.
Yeah, it gets to be frustrating as a hitter, and these guys know it. Jason knows that he plays off of that.
2-2. Not a full count.
Wasn't happy with that changeup.
And Chavez is on deck.
And he had a base hit back up the middle his first time up.
Do it again. Just the second time Smoke is batting against Vargas. In 2. And there's the first walk of the ballgame for Jason Vargas. Let's see what's happening with Tom Velasco. Tommy?
David, thanks from the Ford Sports Desk. Let's check in on the Dodgers and the Red Sox playing today at Chavez Ravine. Boston beginning play today, tied with Tampa back east. John Lester, very nice starting pitching for Boston in this one. And defensively, there's a nice play. Dustin Pedroia throwing out Jerry Hairston Jr. Red Sox over the Dodgers 4-2.
A rare loss for the Dodgers. I think that makes them 46-11.
Yeah, they'd won 4 in a row, 8 out of the last 10.
Good battle here. Rays, the Red Sox, the Orioles. Yankees trying to make a move.
Now Rays have won tonight. They beat the Yankees 4-2.
That's 2 wins. They won the first 2 games of the series there for Tampa Bay. Oh! 1-1 on that slow breaking ball. Gets it by Trumbo. Grass will hold it up, and Smoke will rumble to third. Good start here for the Mariners in the 4th. Runners at the corners and nobody out. Down 2-0.
And Endy Chavez having a game. He's already made a couple of Fine catches in right field, and now this is his second base hit of the game as he hits it right inside the bag at first. Tough pitch, too. You can see him really pull his hands inside trying to get the barrel to that pitch well off the plate in. Able to keep it fair, though. Good opportunity for the Mariners. Quintero will step in. He was a strikeout victim his first time out. Strikeout swinging. Chase some pitches off the plate away. I'm sure Jason will go right back there again.
Strike one to Q. Mike Scioscia in his 14th season as manager of the Angels. Chavez back. Fishing 0-2. Did he hold up? No, he said he's gone. Ron Culpa. So Quintero. That bat through the zone, and he's gone via the strikeout. That's the 4th K for Vargas.
We'll take a look at it, see if you think he went. Nope, I don't think he did. I think you have to get some help on that.
So 1 out now, runners at the corners. Ackley with the ground rule double down the right field line. First time up.
Can you think of a good reason why they shouldn't have to get help on check swings?
You just get it. I mean, that's the whole reason why you're putting a replay in. You got a guy down and he's paying attention to first base umpire.
He has a better angle at it.
Absolutely. It's not even close.
Yeah. I think that's something that they need to do. I think, as we know, Adrian Beltre asks for help every time. I think I'm on board with him.
His first move, left hand. What do you got?
I just think it's an easier call for the umpires that are down on the lines to make that call. It's so difficult when you're behind the plate. Doesn't take any time. Just ask for help.
You know, he might have backed him up.
Yeah. He may have, but and as a hitter, I think you feel better about it at that point.
Absolutely. I mean, Quintero's going back to the dugout going, wait, dude, really? Come on.
I think it's a tough call for the home plate umpire.
2-1 Ackley, 1 out, runners at the corners. Smoke opened the inning with a walk. Indy, base hit to right.
Jason was able to get away with a hanging breaking ball right there. You see the splits. 50% fastballs, a lot of off-speed pitches from Vargas, which is what you would expect.
Mariners do not do a lot of running. They're next to last in stolen bases. Going to keep Indy close. Third base, you got Smoke. Ackley with 1 home run on the season. It was at Toronto on May 4th. And they count 3-1. Strike 2.
He just will not give in to him. 2-0. He threw him a breaking ball, and right there 3-1, another breaking ball. That one on the corners. Brendan Ryan waits. Brendan lined out to left field his first time up.
Ackley with 12 home runs last year in 153 games. 3-2 from Vargas. Indy runs, pitch. Popped up. Conger didn't see it till late. Recovers, makes the play. Chavez back to first, 2 down.
Well, the Mariners are going to need a clutch hit from Brendan Ryan. A great opportunity for him, first and third, and nobody out. Certainly don't want to let Vargas off the hook here without getting at least one run. Jam shot. Just jams and pops it straight back. Conger doesn't find it right away, but he gets some help from the guys on the field, picks it up, makes the catch.
Well, Wednesday's game, Brendan Ryan was behind 0-2 and then doubled to left in the 6th inning against A.J. Griffin. In the 9th against Dan Otero, he was behind 1-2 and got an infield hit, an RBI single. He could use a knock right here. Strike one.
And his first time up, he came up second and third, hit the ball hard, but it was right at the left field. There's nothing he could do about that as he chased that slider down and in. See what he did on the road trip. 3 for 9 with 4 RBIs.
Conger grew up in Federal Way, Washington. Bouncing ball to Ibar. Throws to get Ryan. Opportunity squandered. At first and third, nobody out. Goes strikeout, foul out, ground out. Angels 2-0. Nothing Angels. Coming up Tuesday, the Mariners and EQC present Salute to Native American Night when we celebrate the vibrant culture from around the Pacific Northwest. part of the event. The first 10,000 fans 21 and older pick up a Mariners t-shirt thanks to Emerald Queen Casino. For tickets to salute the Native American night when the Mariners take on the Rangers, go to mariners.com. Strike one to Grant Green, leading off the fifth for the Angels. Grant, acquired from Oakland July 30th for Alberto Callaspo. Serves one down the line. Foul. It'll be Green, JB Shuck, and Ibar. 9-1-2.
Great opportunity for the Mariners. Lost their day. They had a leadoff walk from Smoke. Really a good at bat for him to battle. Ended up getting the walk, and then the base hit from Chavez. First and third, nobody out. One of those things I think that Eric was talking about, the consistency or inconsistency of the club, and paying attention to that over the next 5 weeks. That's situational hitting right there, that you have to get something done. At least get that one run in.
First and third, no out, and you get nothing. Not a good equation. Line drive, base hit. Green was behind Owen to make that 1-2, and he delivers a leadoff single. And we revisit AT&T trivia question: which starter owns the highest strikeout per 9 rate of all time? Mike and I went with Kerry Wood. Fans went with Randy Johnson. Survey says it is indeed Randy Johnson at 10.57. We were second to that list. Koufax, Alder Perez, Felix Hernandez, 19. Anytime you can be in company of Mr. Koufax, pretty good. Randy Johnson was a starter for 22 seasons, 6 seasons as a starter for Kerry Wood. JB Shuck tried to get a bunt down. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Base hit to center and third. Fly out to right. Coming on Ackley. Nice play.
More and more comfortable in center field, isn't he? A good break on this ball. It's a jam shot. Sometimes on a big swing and a jam, you'll see the guys will hesitate a little bit, but Dustin came in. Makes a good catch on it. You take a look at the McDonald Supermall and the sliding catch by Dustin Ackley. So it's more and more comfortable.
From our vantage point, we're looking dead at him.
Right.
And you can see he got the great jump. Here's Ibar. Walk and a run scored. Scored ahead of Trout with a 2-run homer in the first. Flat out to center in the third. Ibar 0 for his last 13 as Green's back safely.
And another look at Dustin Ackley. Concentration. He knows he's going to make this catch. They're in plenty of time because of the jump.
He's ahead of Ibar 0-2. Trout's on deck. Two runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Angels. So far, they've left 3 men aboard. No runs, 5 hits for the Mariners. They've left 6. Seager, he's got room. Makes the play. 2 outs here in the 5th. Now you got to deal with Trout.
And Trout the difference in this game, a 2-run homer his first time up, hit into a fielder's choice in the 3rd inning.
And that home run got tattooed straightaway center field. Jeff Datt said he played against Mike Trout's dad back in New Jersey. Jeff Trout, pretty good hitter, middle infielder. There's Datsy. Put the glasses on. So glad to have him recovered from cancer, skin cancer episode he went through earlier in the summer.
Good fastball. Good fastball right on the inside corner. Threw it by him at 94 miles an hour. That's the best fastball he's thrown tonight. Take a look at it. Reaches back, fires it on the inside corner. We talked about Trout earlier, how deep he lets the ball get into the hitting area. It's a real advantage for him, but a little bit too deep that time as Ramirez throws it by him.
0-2 pitch, 2 out, man at first. Long hold by Quintero, ball 1. Didn't miss by much.
76 pitches for Ramirez.
Ball and 2 strikes. Outside again, 2-2. Trout's going to be a superstar in this game for a long time. What a hitter. 2nd in batting average. 3rd in runs. As we mentioned, top 10 in 19 offensive categories coming into this series. Two. Now full count. On deck man is Josh Hamilton. He's 2 for 2. Got a seeing eye base hit through the left side in the 3rd inning. Green runs, pitch to Trout, taken for a called strike 3. Erasmo Ramirez wins that battle, racking up his 2nd strikeout. To the home 5th we go. The Mariners down 2-0. Being brought to you by Linwood Honda. Experience the difference. By BNSF Railway.
the engine that connects us. And by Pizza Hut. Make it great. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports Crew, a ferry coming in. About the Mariners getting some runs coming in. Down 2-0 in a Mike Trout first inning homer. Mariners had first and third, nobody out against Jason Vargas in the fourth and could not score. Top of the order, Brad Miller having a good night. Couple of hits, 2 for 2.
Well, you look at the 4 innings, Dave, and 3 out of the 4 innings they've had their leadoff hitter on. And Miller 2 for 2 both times, one leading off the game, and then he led off the 3rd inning. Of course, the walk to Smoke, and Miller hasn't reached second base yet, so leadoff singles typically hope to be able to pick up a run here and there. Not able to do it. Smoke stranded at 3rd. Was able to reach 3rd, 1st and 3rd with nobody out, and was stranded there.
Brad was the only runner to make second base last night. 2-0. Miller, Seager, and Morales top of the order. Jason back to even at 2-2. Vargas tonight 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. Brad 2 for 4 last night. A nice run here. Full count. Kyle Seager's on deck. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Payoff here to Miller. Slow breaking ball hit down the Ibar. Gets a nice hop. Guns it over to get Miller 1 out. Here's Tom Glasgow.
Dave, thanks so much from the Ford Sports Desk. Checking in on the AL West race. Now, earlier today, the A's defeating Baltimore. Tonight, the Rangers taking on the White Sox in Chicago. Game tied at 2, bottom of the 9th. Chicago's Josh Phegley comes up with a clutch hit that wins it for Chicago. The White Sox over the Rangers 3-2.
All right, Tom, thank you. That was a civil rights game. They had a wonderful forum over the weekend. Don Newcomb was involved. MLB.com has outtakes from that roundtable. Really well done. Kyle Seager checking in with a base hit. His first against Jason Vargas, breaking an 0 for 9.
It makes things in the West a little more interesting, too, with that loss by the Rangers. The A's winners today, they beat Baltimore 2-1. As you take a look at the swing by Kyle, base hit back up the middle. So now it's 2.5 game lead by Texas. Let's not forget what happened last year. The A's running the Rangers down in the last month of the season. Ended up winning the West. So take a look at the standings, the AL West standings. 2.5 games now separating those two clubs.
Morales punches one foul. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout.
Now Jason has consistently stayed with off-speed pitches away from Morales. Number of them off the plate away.
Worked outside, 1-1.
I think that is by design. Show him the fastball, make sure it's wide to the plate, come back with some more off-speed pitches.
Inside. Two-one. Ibar to Green. And the Trumbo places the tag. There's your double play that ends the 5th inning for the Mariners. Mike Trout, 2-run homer in the first, still standing up.
Connect subscribers from Eatonville, Washington. Thank you for rooting on the Seattle Mariners, and all of us at Root Sports and the Mariners appreciate your support. Good luck at Eatonville. Down near Mount Rainier. Boy, tip of the cap to Erasmo Ramirez to keep this a 2-0 game, because he's not getting any support tonight.
Well, he's done a good job after the first inning. He definitely looked like he was disappointed with it. Carl Willis had a conversation with him, and since then he's been more aggressive, throwing more strikes and having a lot more success. And we saw this from Felix Hernandez last night. Felix giving up 2 runs in the second inning, was able to pitch 6 innings. The bullpen took over from there to shut the Angels down, but the Mariners offensively just have not been able to get anything going against the Angels pitching. It was Garrett Richards last night and Vargas tonight.
2 different styles too. Richards had the big, big fastball, big curveball, and Vargas. It's what we've seen here for several years here in Seattle.
Richards last night, he was 96 with his fastball with a lot of movement on it and a real hard curveball. Tonight Vargas just again pitching off the edges of the plate, changing speeds, not giving in to hitters. Mariners tonight 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position.
Hamilton fouls another one off. Hamilton, Trumbo, and Calhoun 4, 5, and 6 in the order for the Angels. Two and 2. He strikes out Hamilton. Back-to-back strikeouts for Ramirez. His 3rd strikeout of the ballgame.
This looks like a changeup. Our McDonald Supermo. See if we can pick up the grip on it. Yep, there it is. That's the changeup from Ramirez. Just 81 miles an hour. Out in front of it. That pitch off the plate away. Gets Hamilton to chase it. Good look at the changeup grip of Ramirez.
Mark Trumbo lined out to second, reached on fielder's choice. Strike 1.
Ramirez 85 pitches into the game. He looks like he's throwing harder now than he was at the start of the game. That fastball at 95 miles an hour right on the outside corner. First couple of innings he was around 91.
0-2 here to Trumbo. Oh-2 pitch. Down the right field line, a long way and foul.
Last couple of pitches, Quintero has been set up in the zone. He wants them to waste a pitch up out of the strike zone, and the last 2 pitches not quite high enough. So Quintero going out there to have a conversation with him. You're ahead in the count 2-0. No reason to throw a pitch on the plate. See if you can get him to swing and miss.
Trumbo struck out 142 times, most of the ball club. Top 5 in the league.
And again, that's the breaking ball, and he leaves it right in the middle of the plate.
Came out 143 times. Trumbo has struck out this season. That's 4 strikeouts, 3 in a row for Ramirez.
And he finally gets a pitch off the plate away. That's well located right there. That's a good slider off the plate.
Brings up Cole Calhoun, fly to left and a ground out to short. Ball one. Backs him away. 2-0.
There you go. 93 pitches for Ramirez. Nobody throwing in the Mariners bullpen.
Here. 3-0 to Cole Calhoun. Chris Nelson, 2-run homer last night, won the ball game for the Angels. 2-run homer in the second against Felix Hernandez. 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk to Calhoun. Comes with 2 outs. It's the second walk issued by Ramirez. Gives us an opportunity to look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Wrap up the Angels' final visit to Safeco Field tomorrow. Then the Rangers come in for the last time. Then it's on the road again. We'll have 4 games in Houston, 4 in Kansas City. Next road trip.
He went from looking really sharp here in the first couple of strikeouts. Now it's 5 balls in a row from Ramirez.
Boy, talking about losing the feel, huh? Times called. Quintero, I think he's seen enough to talk to the 23-year-old.
95 pitches now for Ramirez, and again, nobody throwing in the Mariners bullpen.
Quintero, 34 years old, been around, seen a lot. And a guy the youngster threw.
For Ramirez, his high pitch count wise is 106 since joining the club.
2 outs, man at first. There's a strike. Time to chase. 1-2. Two runs on 2 hits in the first inning. That was a 2-run homer by Trout. Gave up 2 hits in the third, 1 hit in the fifth.
And then you see Quintero, they're telling him, get that pitch away.
Pitch number 100. Swing and a miss. Scouting tag applied by Quintero, and Ramirez gets out of it. Looked good striking out. Hamilton and Trumbo struggled the next 2, but no harm done in the 6th. 2-0 Angels. time. Mariners offense got to get kick-started. Rasmo Ramirez, rough first inning, Mike, but boy, has he bounced back as we take a look at our Money Tree in-time play.
Yeah, he's shown a lot since the first inning, giving up the home run to Trout. No crime in that. Trout, one of the better hitters you're going to see, but he ends up settling down after being really frustrated. Commanding the strike zone. You can see the strikeouts there, expanding the zone, using a good fastball to get ahead of him, and then putting him away with the slider. So for Ramirez, really done a good job holding him down to 2 runs, but the Mariners need to get some offense going to help him out.
And now it is time to end that scoreless stretch. 15 innings. The Mariners have been held scoreless. Strike 1 to Michael Morse, followed by Justin Smoke and Andy Chavez. 4, 5, and 6 for the Mariners. Mariners got a 9th inning run in Oakland. Boy, it has been tough. Shutout last night as Morse swings and misses behind 0-2. He's 0 for 2 tonight.
Vargas starting him off with a couple of changeups. Hit the ball hard to right field his last time up, but it was right at him. Calhoun making a catch out there.
And strike 3 on Morse. You can see Congress and get it down, and Vargas did a good job. That's his 5th strikeout.
I think it's interesting as you see Morse swing at this pitch, a little slider down out of the strike zone. Nobody throwing in the Mariners pen, and Ramirez now at 100 pitches, so Eric Wedge going to stretch him out and let him go. Why not? Find out what he can do. I don't know what pitcher's limits are until you push him. And right now, he's throwing harder now than he was at the start of the game, so he looks like he's in good shape.
Ball 1 to Justin Smoke. Fly out to left and a walk. 24,477 on hand here. Saturday evening here at Safeco Field. Big breaking ball for strike 1. To Smoke. Mariners have had at least 1 hit in each of the first 5 innings. They doubled up with 2 hits in the second. 4th inning, walk and a base hit. Had runners at first and third, nobody out, couldn't score. Lit up Hank Conger.
Well, that'll rattle the teeth a little bit. Hit him right on the jaw.
Vargas and home plate umpire Ron Culpa going to give him a few extra seconds. Shake it off. Two and 2. Long foul ball. Almost reaching lookout landing.
That was on the cutter, right on the inside corner.
Two pitch. Counts run full. 5 strikeouts, 1 walk for Vargas tonight. Had a double play, got him out of the 5th inning. It's the Smoke. Green, the second baseman, going back. Dropped it. There's a break for the Mariners.
He looked like he was a little bit worried that Trout was coming in hard. Trout with a late break on it. That was going to be Green's fly ball all the way as it goes off the side of his glove. Hey, look, it looked like he was in good shape, and then just kind of peels off.
It's a matter of the Mariners capitalizing. Trout wasn't within 25 yards of him.
It'll be an E4.
Third error for Green. Opportunity presenting itself again for the Mariners. Smoke's probably honored that Vargas threw over.
Pretty sure he's not going anywhere.
You care that much? Strike one to Chavez, who's 2 for 2, and he's made a couple of nice plays, including this one on Money Tree in time play.
Well, it looked like Hank Conger had a home run, but Indy, giving himself some room, jumps up and robs him, taking a home run away. He's had a good game, a couple of hits to go along with that catch.
1-1. Oh, foul.
Vargas now 88 pitches, 62 strikes. A lot of first pitch strikes for him. 16 first pitch strikes to the 24 batters he has faced.
All 2 strikes. Bouncing ball, Green. Ibar for 1. Trumbo for 2. Second inning ending double play in as many innings for Jason Vargas. A 2-0 lead. Puget Sound Acura dealers. Visit your Puget Sound Acura dealers to test drive the extremely new MDX. So plenty of light available here in Seattle. 2-0. Mike Trout, a 2-run homer in the first inning, the only scoring. Mariners have been turned away in the last 2 innings by double plays. Erasmo Ramirez, after a rough first inning, has settled down and it's scoreless baseball, giving up 3 hits since that 2-run, 2-hit first inning. He struck out 5 in the ball game, walked 2.
And you can see 99 pitches for Ramirez. Lucas Lidke starting to get loose in the pen. His season high, 106 for Ramirez. Pushing the limits, but he's throwing the ball well now. There you go. 26 pitches in the first. 21 in the sixth. Here he goes.
Hank Conger, Grant Green, J.B. Shuck, 8-9-1 here for the Angels in the 7th.
Mariners again with the shift on with Conger hitting. Conger 0 for 2. And Andy Chavez robbing him of a home run to right field and then pop up to second.
One one.
Quintero yelling at him. Every now and then Ramirez will fall off the side of the mound, and he's trying to get him back in line.
Beauty of having veteran catcher. Off the end of the bat. Seager takes his time and throws out the Angels catcher. One out. Here's Tom Glasgow again. Tom?
All right, Dave. Hey, let's talk some Max Scherzer, the nearly unbeatable Max Scherzer, who won again today as the Tigers take down the Mets. Scherzer now 19-1 on the season. But here's what everybody was talking about. His action at the dish. That is a Max Scherzer double off Matt Harvey. Tigers extend a lead to 2-0, and they win it 3-0. Plenty of reasons for Max Scherzer to be smiling, maybe all the way to the Cy Young Award.
I hear you, Tom. Good stuff. What a matchup that was. Matt Harvey. Here's Seager coming in. Oh, he can't get it. Fair ball. Base hit for Grant Green. 2 for 3 night for him.
Yeah, from the start of the season, everything going Max Scherzer's way. A solid double, too. Solid line drive over the shortstop's head to drive in a couple. As you take a look at this, Kyle, the ball ends up staying fair. Tried to barehand it. The only chance he had. Missed the hop on it. It'll be a base hit.
One out, top of the order now. J.B. Shuck is 1 for 3.
Ramirez out there just buying time for Lucas Litke to get loose. They have Ibar on deck. He's a switch hitter. Trout the right-hander, and then I'm sure they're getting Lucas ready for Hamilton, who's due up after Trout.
Angels have turned 2 double play. See if the Mariners can get their first. Shuck, pretty speedy runner. Runner goes, swung on, bounced over the head of Smoke. Shuck out of the box hard. He's got a double. Dino Ebel putting up the stop sign for the lead runner, Grant Green. Here come the Angels again now. 1 out. Runners at second and third on the double by Shuck, his 16th.
Well, it's just a bad break for Ramirez. He wanted to ground ball. He gets it, but it bounces over the head of Smoke at first. Just a chopper. Mariners bring their infield in now. Try to cut the runner down at the plate. Good speed on the bases for the Angels.
One out. Ibar 0 for 2. A walk and a run scored. Outside. Ball 1.
I think Eric would really like for him to retire Ibar. You have Trout waiting on deck. I'm sure he probably puts him on base. Bring Lucas in to pitch the left-handed hitting Hamilton. You can see 107 pitches for Ramirez.
Double the 7th hit by the Angels. Now Ramirez behind 2-0. Quintero going out for another.
Made a lot of visits.
Yep.
Wearing out a path to the mound. And right now Ramirez just has to throw a strike to Ibar. If he ends up walking and losing him here, then you have to pitch to Trout with the bases loaded, something Eric does not want to see, I'm sure. He'd like to have first base open so he can just put him on, not deal with him.
Over the years, we've seen Ibar's a very pesky customer against the Mariners. 2-0. 3-0. That wasn't close. Trout's on deck. Difference-making offensive producer. 3-0 to Ibar. He's 0 for his last 14. Back to the strike. Threw that with conviction.
Well, still has a good fastball. You can see 94 miles an hour.
Long look by Ramirez, stepping at his Ibar.
There's Lucas Litke ready to go. He's going to get Hamilton.
Big pitch here, 3-1 to Ibar. Foul, 3-2.
I think he can afford to get cute right here. He just needs to make a pitch with a good fastball, locate it down and away if you can. Hope he hits it at an infielder.
3-2 pitch to Ibar. Trout on deck. Bouncing Bob Miller. Runner coming home. Here's the throw. Quintero puts a tag on him. They get the out. 2 down.
Good job by Ramirez. After falling behind 3-0 to come back and throw his fastball, trust the movement on it to get the ground ball out. Now you have 2 outs and Trout coming to the plate. Much different situation than having the bases loaded, obviously, with just 1 out, but a good play by Miller. Strong throw to the plate. Plenty of time for Quintero to put the tag on him. Now I think you can really be careful with Trout. And Carl Willis is going to go out and make sure that he tells him that. I don't think they mind if you end up losing him because you're trying to make good pitches. And I know that there's a base open and it is second base, but at this point, I don't think it really matters. I think you try to make some pitches, see if you can get him to chase it. If not, go after Hamilton with Lucas Litke.
Let's take a look at our Columbia Bank difference of the ball game. And we take you back to the first inning. Mike Trout, last one, straightaway center field.
That change up right in the middle of the plate. That's been all the scoring tonight.
2-0 win by the Angels last night. A second inning 2-run homer by Chris Nelson.
Since that home run, Trout's hit into a fielder's choice and was struck out by Ramirez looking.
Ramirez at his career high 112 pitches.
Still have good speed on the bases with Ibar at first and Shuck at second or at third.
Trout, right center field. Dropped by Andy Chavez. 1 run scores. Trout into second. Throw to third. Ibar safe. E9.
Yeah, Ramirez made a good pitch right there. Hit it off the end of the bat and looked like Indy after making a couple of fine plays early in the game. He just drops this one in right center field. He had to run a long way for it. He's calling it all the way and he just drops it.
Indy's 4th error of the season. Eric Wedge coming out to get Ramirez.
Boy, oh boy.
A distasteful turn of events for the Mariners. It should have been the 3rd out. Cost them a run. Ramirez out of the game. And the Angels have runners at second and third, 2 outs, and Lucas Luetge. Pitch to Josh Hamilton, who's 2 for 3 tonight. In Seattle. They knew this year September is Fan Appreciation Month. All month long, the Mariners are saying thanks with special events and promotions. All kids eat free at Saturday and Sunday games, and season ticket holders receive a $10 concession credit on each ticket, plus Fan Appreciation Night on Friday, September 27th. Just got a lot better. We're going to add a post-game fireworks spectacular, so get more Fan Appreciation Month details at mariners.com/thanks. Here's the line on Ramirez.
6 2/3. Should have been out of it. Should have been 7 innings, but 6 2/3, 7 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, a couple of walks, 5 strikeouts, 112 pitches. 75 of those were strikes. As David mentioned, after giving up a 2-run home run in the first, settled down and really pitched well. He was just giving up the 2 runs, but Lucas Luetge will take over now. Left-hander with a couple of outs, 2 runners on. 22 appearances on the year for Lucas, a 5.70 ERA.
Josh Hamilton, the hitter. 2 for 3 against Ramirez. Base hit to right, a seeing eye base hit to left, and a strikeout. Strike 1 to Josh. Great speed on the base pass. You got Ibar at third, Trout at second. Two and 1. Not where Lucas wanted to be. 3-1 to Hamilton.
And you have Trumbo waiting on deck. Well, he's in a similar situation that Ramirez was, pitching to Trout. Eric Wedge needing him to throw some strikes here and get Hamilton out. Nobody throwing in the Mariner pen.
Boy, he was waiting on that pitch. Drives it a long way, but it's going to stay in the yard. Indy's there, makes the catch. On 1, 2 hits, an error, a couple of men left. 3-0 Angels as we go to the home 7th.
Washington's lottery. Last year, Washington's lottery turned 28.6 million Washingtonians into winning heirs. They could do the same for you. Thanks to Washington's lottery, winning heirs are made daily. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Roots Sports Crew. What do you say, big fella? Get a couple of runs here, huh?
Yep, they need some. Vargas still in there. Ramirez, I thought, did a good job tonight. Gave up 2 runs in the first and settled down after that. Should have been out of the 7th inning. Mariners, though, haven't been able to get much going in this one. A couple of times they've had runners in scoring position. A great opportunity in the 4th. That one got away from them, so they're going to have to find a way to get to Vargas. Vargas right now, 89 pitches. 63 of those strikes have been helped out with some double play balls here in the last couple of innings. But he has been in command of this one. We do have some action out in the Angels bullpen.
Quintero to lead it off, looks at ball 1. And the Mariners, as Kahn warms up, Michael Kahn, looking to break a run of 16 scoreless innings. Quintero, Ackley, and Ryan here in the 7th. Vargas got out of the last 2 innings with double plays. Quintero tonight has struck out twice. There's a base hit as it gets down. Quintero with a base hit leading off here in the 7th.
4th inning that the Mariners have been able to get the leadoff hitter on. 3 of them by hits. Smoke with a walk. But again, they just have not been able to push any runs across. Brings up Dustin Ackley. Dustin 1 for 2. Had a double down the right field line. Popped up to the catcher.
Down the line. Foul.
I mentioned earlier in the game, Dustin hitting .310 since the All-Star break, and I think a big reason why is what you just saw, being more aggressive on the fastball early in the count, not just giving away strikes.
That will get through the hole, a base hit. Quintero stops at second. Maybe this is the inning.
Like we're going to get a pinch hitter for Brendan Ryan. As you look at the swing of Dustin Ackley in the McDonald Supermo, has to reach down there on this off-speed pitch. This is a breaking ball away from him, but he stays with it. Hits it hard enough to get it through the infield on the right side. So a couple of hits now for Ackley. And Nick Franklin has come out on deck. He's going to pinch hit for Brendan Ryan. Again, Nick has missed some time. He was spiked on the road trip, sliding into home, tore up his knee, had to get some stitches in his knee, but he took batting practice today. We showed some video of him running around. Eric Wedge said before the game that he was available to pinch hit, and if they had to run for him, they would. I think you'll probably hit and then see Michael Saunders pinch run for him. He can move Ackley in to play second base. Ackley started the game in center. There's some options.
There we go. Nick Franklin 0 for 1 in pinch hitting duties thus far.
Mike Butcher, the pitching coach, coming out, have a conversation with Vargas. Vargas at 94 pitches, 67 strikes. Need to find something that he can get up in the air. Vargas, again, the last couple of innings has been able to get double play balls to get himself out of trouble. And he will try that again right here against Nick Franklin. Nick, the switch hitter, turnaround hitting right-handed.
Nick Franklin, a .240 hitter, 11 home runs, 38 runs batted in. Batting right-handed, he's .233 with a homer and 8 runs batted in. He's got 4 of his home runs here at Safeco Field.
Ball one. Vargas delivers 1-0. Back this way.
Good pitch for Nick to take a hack at. You can see on the EQC tracer that pitch up out over the plate.
Mariners looking for their first run since the 8th inning Wednesday at Oakland. 16 scoreless innings. 1-1 here to Nick. I heard somebody call time. And now a balk.
I heard something.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell what it was, but clearly Vargas thought there was time because he stopped his delivery to home.
Oh, for sure, I heard somebody say time. We heard it plain to stay up here.
Yeah, I couldn't tell who said it.
Yeah.
But it's up to the umpires. There isn't time unless the umpire calls it. If it was a player, it doesn't matter. You have to continue the play.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, break for the Mariners. Take advantage of it now.
Absolutely.
It'll be a balk. Mariners 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. The Angels play their infield back. They'll give up a run here for an out.
Off the plate. It's the second balk of the year by an Angel pitcher. C.J. Wilson has the other. Good count here for Franklin. 2-1. 3-1.
Brett Miller waiting on deck. Brad with a couple of hits in this one. So if Nick can find his way to first base, turn the lineup over, get back to the top of the order.
Three-one pitch here to pinch hitter Nick Franklin. Breaking ball for called strike 2.
See, Vargas still not happy about the balk call. Shaking his head. They won't give in to you. Breaking ball on a 3-1 count.
Big pitch, 3-2. Dive by Nelson. Throws to get Franklin. Run does score. So the Mariners are on the board. Franklin drives in a run. The ground out. Down to third goes Ackland.
And Mike Scioscia out of the dugout. He's going to make a pitching change. He tried to get it through the left side of the infield. Pinch hitting. Chris Nelson, fine diving play and able to throw him out.
So Jason Vargas, his ninth done here in the 7th. 3-1 Angels. Big 2-run homer by Mike Trout in the first inning. They added another in the 7th. The Mariners have scored here in the home 7th. Jason Vargas leaves the ballgame with a 3-1 lead.
6 in the 3rd innings for Vargas. He's given up 8 hits in the game. 1 run, it was earned. Walked 1, 5 strikeouts, 100 pitches, 70 of those for strikes, and he is responsible for Dustin Ackley, who is at third base right now. Still just 1 out for the Mariners, so they have a chance to pick up another run as Brad Miller will step in, the leadoff hitter for the Mariners. Michael Kahn, say it, 48 appearances on the year, 3.70 ERA. Opponent's average is 191. He's given up 6 home runs this year.
So the Mariners have ended their scoreless run at 16 innings. Trying to add to it now. Miller fouls one off.
Good fastball, 95 miles an hour right on his hands.
To Brad Miller is 2 for 3 tonight. 1-2.
Mayfield's still back for the Angels, so Brad has to find a way to put the ball in play. You have to pick that run up from third. Last pitch was a hard slider in the dirt.
Vargas would dearly love to get a win here tonight. Miller trying to get this 2nd run home. Fights it off. Makes it foul.
Good fastball again, 96 miles an hour in on his hands. Too close to take. Able to fight it off. First pitch fastball to him, and he came back with that slider in the dirt. So Brad will have to be conscious of that. Think about what he's going to do here.
Oh, 2 pitch to Brad. Up high, ball 1. Inning started with Quintero getting a base hit to right. Ackley followed with a base hit to right. They were balked up a base, so 2nd and 3rd. Franklin hit a ground ball diving to his left. The third baseman, Chris Nelson, makes a nice play. Throws out Franklin, but the run scores. And now 1 and 2 here to Miller.
Barely gets a piece of that slider again. Cued it right off the end of the bat, but he was able to stay with it long enough to get a piece of it. This pitch is down out of the strike zone.
Three runs, 7 hits, and an error for the Angels. A run on 8 hits and an error for the Mariners. '96 gets the better of Brad Miller. 2 outs.
Just elevates a fastball above the belt. Brad can't catch up to it. 96 miles an hour on this fastball. Bring up Kyle Seager. Kyle with a base hit his last time up. He's 1 for 3 in the game. Kyle with 59 RBIs. He would certainly like to add to that total right here.
First pitch to Kyle. Oh! Tang runs aboard. Not the way he envisioned it.
It looked like he squared him up right in the middle of his back. Mike Butcher on the phone out to the bullpen. They're going to get somebody else up out there. This isn't even close.
Got him in the buttock.
Well, that'll bring up Kendrys Morales. Kendrys leads the club in RBIs with 67.
Buddy Bosher's warming up. Mike Butcher coming out to buy some time.
Kendris has been looking for a fastball to hit all night. He should get one here.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
Swing for the fences just like Kendris Morales and Justin Smoke with the new Home Run Derby mobile game from MLB.com. It's available on iPhone and iPad and select Android devices. Download free today. Nick Butcher's had his say. Goosed along by the umpire, Ron Culpa. Come on, let's go.
Well, they should definitely have a pretty good idea on what they want to do with Morales, the former Angel. Certainly aware of where he likes to hit the baseball and try to stay away from that. Also buying some time for the left-hander Bosher and the bullpen to get loose.
So far tonight from Morales, strikeout, reaching a fielder's choice and bounced into a double play. Just the guy you want up there. There's his RBI leader, top average hitter starting the night at 286. In between, strike one.
Still looking for that fastball. It was a slider in the dirt. Mariners need somebody to clutch up for them. They're 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position, and this has been their guy all year. Come up with a big hit for him.
That's the guy you want for sure. They get the shift on. The second baseman Green is in short right field. 0-1 to Morales. Runners at the corners. 0-2. Morales representing the go-ahead run here for the Mariners. 2 men on. Two to Morales. Blocked by Conger, 1-2.
Conger's done a good job of that tonight. He's had some tough pitches in the dirt. Being able to keep in front of him, especially that hard slider by Con. It's 86 miles an hour that he's just burying, trying to get a swing and a miss. And Conger hasn't let one get to the backstop yet.
Big spot in the ball game here in the home seventh. Struck him out. Conger held on, and that'll do it. They get a run on 2 hits. No errors, 2 left. Still trail 3-1. Got some changes for you. Nick Franklin stays on in the ballgame at second base. Moving from second base to shortstop is Brad Miller. And a new pitcher for the Mariners. It's rookie right-hander Brandon Maurer.
And for Maurer, 15 appearances on the year. 6.5 ERA for him. 42 strikeouts, 22 walks. He's pitched much better coming out of the bullpen. Started the year in the rotation. Things didn't go particularly well. Had to send him out to AAA. And since he's been back, he's been the long guy out of the pen. I think one thing that we've seen is a consistent increase in the velocity of his fastball. His fastball's been 95, 96 with some good movement to it. And he's also had a hard slider.
Trumbo, Calhoun, and Nelson. 5, 6, and 7 for the Angels here in the 8th inning. 0 for 3 night with Trumbo. Strike one.
A good slider from Brandon.
Rams certainly have had opportunities tonight. Way outside, 3, 6, 8 left on tonight.
I'm sure the one that Eric will talk about after the game is runners on third, less than 2 outs. Just were able to score 1 run and 4 opportunities in that situation.
Line drive left field.
What a play.
He does a great job, Endy Chavez, to keep it in front for a base hit.
This ball is hit on a rope into right field, and it's slicing away from Endy. He thought because it was hit so hard he was going to have a chance to maybe make a shoestring catch, and then all of a sudden it took a right turn on him. Take a look at it. Watch the way he smothers it with his glove. Knew he wasn't going to catch it, and all of a sudden he'll turn his glove up so that he can smother it out there. And a good job by keeping that ball in front of him. That is a difficult play.
Cole Calhoun 0 for 2 with a walk.
Dane De La Rosa pitching last night's game. He's getting loose in the Angels pen.
Now behind 2-0. Big rip. Strike one, 2-1. He's got to throw a 3-1 pitch.
That was a pretty good pitch right there. I think he wanted that one. It was a good fastball on the outside corner and didn't get the call.
One strike. Catch by a fan down there. Three and 2 to Cole Calhoun with Chris Nelson on deck. Base hit. Into the gap. Trumbo, big man, he can run. He's going to score easily. Digging for 3. Throw to third in there safely. RBI triple. Cole Calhoun, his first triple of the season, his 8th RBI, and it's a 4-1 lead.
A couple of line drives off of Brandon Maurer. First, the line drive by Trumbo to right, and then this one, another fastball up, out over the plate, hit on the button. Able to split the gap out there in left center field. And as Dave mentioned, Trumbo runs well for a big man that comes all the way around to score, and Calhoun gets a triple.
Brings up Chris Nelson.
And with the Mariners down 3 runs up to bring the infield in, still nobody out.
Nelson 0 for 3, struck out his last 2 times up. Back up the middle, base hit. RBI for Nelson, his 18th. 5-1 Angels.
Swing it back, Cole.
And he'll reach for this slider. Just wants to put it in play. He does that. Ends up with a base hit and an RBI for his efforts.
So not what Eric Wedge had in mind. Single RBI, triple RBI, single. And Conger, the hitter, 0 for 3. Three hits here in this 8th inning. Gives the Angels 10 in the ballgame. Miller, the shortstop's under. First out here in the 8th. Brings up second baseman Grant Green. It's 2 for 3. Bunted his way on in the 7th. A base hit the center in the 5th. One. One for Maurer.
De La Rosa has sat down in the pen. Looks like it's Juan Gutierrez getting loose for the Angels now. And it is.
Dino Abel with a couple of words for Grant Green. There's Grant coming back from his quick words. One-two pitch. Struck him out. 2 down. First strikeout from Maurer. Get downtown from the airport for only $2.75 on Sound Transit's Link Light Rail. See how easy it is at soundtransit.org. Top of the order, and J.B. Shuck said a good night, 2 for 4. No runs scored. Seager might have a play. Just runs out of room. So 0-1 here to Shuck. A couple of runs in here for the Angels.
I think starting off with 3 base hits off of Maurer, so his pitch count, he's at 20 pitches for the inning.
Breaking ball for strike 1-2. Off the plate, 1-2 to Shuck. Ibar's on deck. Now we're trying to put an end to this inning right now. One and two. Long look by Maurer, 1-2 here. Shuck backs out. Fights it off down the line, and it's a foul ball.
You know what, Shuck has really done a good job for the Angels this year. Sure, he was a bit of an afterthought when they signed him over the course of the winter, and when Borges went down, he got the bulk of the playing time, and he has played well for him, hitting .290. Has some speed in their lineup.
Started today leading American League rookies in batting average, .287. Hits, runs, tied for first in doubles. Pretty good run.
Yeah. Good player.
One and two. Back up the middle. Solid base hit. Three-hit night for Shuck.
I'll bring out Carl Willis, going to have a conversation with Brandon Maurer. This one hit back up the middle. Just missing Maurer. Solid line drive. Nobody throwing in the Mariner pen. Ibar tonight 0 for 3. That was a walk and scored. He scored on the home run by Trout. Brandon so far 25 pitches in the inning.
Been knocked around too. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew. Mariners are going to have to rally like crazy 8th and 9th inning. 5-1 deficit now. Here's Ibar. 2 on, 2 out. Nick Franklin Throws out Ibar. That'll do it. Some damage done in this inning. 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors, 2 left. 5-1 Angels. Brought to you by CenturyLink, your link to what's next. By Auburn Volkswagen, Das Auto, and by Jack in the Box. Go big at participating Jack in the Box with Jack's really big chicken sandwich combos for only $3.99 plus tax. Gorgeous night here in Seattle. Not so gorgeous on the scoreboard. 5-1 Angels.
Yeah, Mariners, too many opportunities to let get away so far. We're going to have to try to do something here. 6 more outs that they can play with. Juan Gutierrez will take over for the Angels. Good running fastball. Also mix in a slider. 40 appearances on the year, a 4.33 ERA. 31 strikeouts to 16 walks. Opponent's average 265. Michael Morse. 0 for 3 tonight.
See if he can get something going here. More smoke in Chavez here in the 8th. Gutierrez, July 24th, claimed off waivers from Kansas City, where in pitched 29 of the 3rd innings. It's been with Houston, Arizona, Kansas City, and now the Angels. Fouled into the glove of Conger. Gutierrez, 30 years old, out of Puerto La Cruz in Venezuela, 6'3", 245. Oh, 2. Have had plenty of opportunity tonight. Not done much cashing in.
Yeah, some of them, things we were talking about, runners on third, less than 2 outs, Dave. It's been a problem this year for them. In this game, the runners have scored just 1 out of the 4 opportunities they've had.
One and 2. First tonight, a fly to center, line out to right, and strikeout. It will hold up. Counts run full. On deck hitter Justin Smoke. Right field, line drive, handled by Cole Calhoun. Second time he's lined out to Calhoun and right. Make plans for an affordable summer outing right here at Safeco Field for the entire family. Join the Mariners for the next Safeco Insurance Grand Slam Family Package event. It's coming up Wednesday against the Rangers. 12:40 start time. Each member of the family can pick up a ticket, a hot dog, and a Pepsi for as low as $15. So get those savings. Take advantage. Get your tickets at mariners.com/specials.
I didn't see what happened, but I think maybe on the follow through on the swing of Morse, I think he hit Conger on the back of his hand. They're going to check him out and make sure he's okay. Let's see if we can see if on the follow through of his swing. Oh, I didn't see the bat break like that. Did you? I didn't notice it when he hit it.
No, I didn't.
It was a solid line drive to right field.
Yeah, it didn't sound good, but I didn't see the bat break like that.
Oh, hit him on the elbow.
Yeah.
Oof.
One out here in the eighth. One of those things that couldn't be helped.
Yeah, that looks like Conger will stay on. He'll be okay.
There's Smoke, 0 for 2 with a walk. Mile high, pop gets out of play. One and one. Bouncing the ball past first base coach Mike Brumley, 1 and 2.
There's a happy guy.
All in 2 strikes. 2 and 2. Top of the 9th for the Angels. Trout, Hamilton, and Trumbo 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Two and 2, and he strikes out. 2 down here in the 8th.
Well, that'll bring up Indy Chavez. Indy 2 for 3 tonight. Gutierrez is throwing hard, 96, 97 miles an hour with his fastball. With the 2 hits, Chavez now hitting 272 on the year.
Strike 1. Just over the glove. Here's Green. Safe. Trumbo is off the bag.
Good night for Andy. 3 hits tonight. Be an infield hit for him. It's a good play by Green going over on the backhand side, but he wasn't able to get much on the throw. Chavez running hard through the bag, able to beat it. And you're right, Trumbo's foot was off the bag.
Brings up Quintero, got a base hit to right. Came around and scored on the Nick Franklin ground out. Got the Mariners on the board. That was in the 7th. So the pitcher's from Venezuela, Andy Chavez from Venezuela, and so is Humberto Quintero from Maracaibo. Line drive, nice play by Green. That'll do it for the Mariners. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. To the 9th we go, 5-1 Angels. Here in Seattle, our CenturyLink link to what's next. Pitching matchup tomorrow, the veteran, a couple of veterans, Jared Weaver and Aaron Harang.
Well, so things for the Mariners on the offensive side aren't going to get any easier with Weaver on the mound. Just a 7-7 record, but a 3.62 ERA.
Nice outing by Harang in his last start. Got a no decision, but he pitched well.
Well, right now, Eric Woods would like to see him just follow up what Felix and Ramirez have done. A couple of starters out there just giving up 2 earned runs. Like your chances, but the Mariners offensively have struggled. Just 1 run scored in this series so far.
Harang, 7 innings work, 5 hits, 1 run. In a Monday 2-1 loss at Oakland. Here's Mike Trout. 2-run homer got the scoring started. That was in the 1st inning. He did go. This is Ron Kulpa. 0-2. Trout 1 for 4 tonight. Breaking ball misses.
Good try. Started with the fastball, was able to get the check swing on a slider, and there's the curveball, just missed on the outside corner. That'll wake you up.
Sure will.
Yep, ask for a fastball away. Well, 96 miles an hour and chasing him. Not a run on that fastball. Oof. Especially after a couple of breaking balls because you're trying to stay in there.
2-2. On deck, Josh Hamilton. We 2 to Trout. Strike 3 called. Second time Trout taking a call at third strike. Ramirez got him to end the 5th that way.
Again, they wanted to go away, and this one just stays right on the inside corner. Looks like a changeup.
Second strikeout for Brandon Maurer. Ball 1 to Josh Hamilton. Josh, couple of hits tonight, extended his road hitting streak to 12 games.
Buddy Bosher was up earlier in the game, back throwing again. Looks like he'll pitch the bottom of the ninth. Another good changeup from Maurer.
1-2 to Hamilton.
That's a good run on his changeup.
Two and two. Got a piece of it.
"37 pitches. This is the second inning of work for Maurer.
Two and two. Missed away. Trumbo waits his turn. Fly ball left field for Morse. 2 outs. Bring up Mark Trumbo. Trumbo, a base hit to right field. Greeted Maurer in the 8th. Came around and scored on the Cole Calhoun triple. 1 for 4. One. Mariners have 8, 9, and 1 coming up. Ackley, Franklin, and Miller. Cut 2 and 2.
And he just threw that fastball by him. Maurer tonight is topped out at 98. That last fastball at 95. All the slow breaking balls. I was able to throw the fastball by Trumbo.
Strike 3 call. Now, through those last couple of pitches in anger, throws a 1-2-3 ninth. Mariners got a big rally to go. 5-1. Boshers will be taking over.
Ready for the bottom of the ninth here at Safeco Field. Tom Glasgow with you from the Ford Sports Desk. A little preview of what we have coming your way on Mariners postgame. We'll get you up to date on the races in both the AL West and the American League East. We'll hear from skipper Eric Wedge, and we'll tell you who has the lead at the Boeing Classic at TPC Snoqualmie Ridge. My guess is you've never heard of him. With that, we send it upstairs to Dave and Mike.
That is a professional tease. Thank you, Tom. Work to do for the Mariners here, Mike.
Now, last chance, 3 outs to work with, and they'll have 8, 9, and 1 due up here. .60 ERA. He hasn't pitched much, only 5 innings, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks. Nick Franklin on deck. Nick came on as a pinch hitter. And the one that picked up the 1 RBI in the game. Ground out to third.
Bo Shears is 6'3", 205 out of Huntsville, Alabama, 25 years old. Center field for Trout. One down here in the ninth. 2 runs in the first for the Angels. Another in the 7th. Mariners got their first run in the home 7th. That ended a string of 16 scoreless innings. Then 2 more runs in the 8th for the Angels. A Cole Calhoun triple and an RBI single by Chris Nelson. Franklin drove in the Mariners' only run with a ground out to third. It was in that 7th inning.
Encouraging sign to see Nick stay in the game after he pinch hit. Eric Wedge saying he was available to pinch hit before the game today, but he might need a pinch runner for him, but he stayed in the game. So that's a good sign. Maybe he'll get a start tomorrow.
Mike Zunino had a good batting practice, so he'll be sent out a couple of days. Get him back before long. Minor league season obviously winding down. Two balls, 2 strikes to Nick Franklin. 1-0 count. Brad Miller's on deck. 2 for 4 night for him. Strike 3 call. 2 down. Mariners down to their last out here in the 9th.
Well, Brad Miller 2 for 4 tonight. Average up to 261 now.
Strike 1. Way out in front. Good pitch by Boshiers. 0-2. To Miller. That, boys and girls, is your ball game. Not a whole lot of positives coming out of this one as the Angels take the series, get the first 2 games. And Mike Trout got it started, and it went all downhill from there for the Mariners.
We have too many runners left at third again tonight. Mariners are going to have to shake up the bats, come out tomorrow and give Aaron Harang some run support. Just 1 run over the course of the first 2 games of this series.
Mariners post-game show starts right now. Center field, Brad and Bill.
Well, gentlemen, thank you very much. Yes, for the second straight day, the Angels get to celebrate here at Safeco Field. Erasmo Ramirez loses, Bill, his first game of the year. And for about the first 6 innings, it looked exactly like last night's game. Felix Hernandez, 2-run home run. He gives up. That's it. Erasmo Ramirez, 2-run home run to Trout. And that was just about it until the 7th inning. He pitched well again, but takes a loss tonight.
Struggled a little bit early, throwing a lot on changeups in the early part of the ball game. Trout takes the 1 changeup for a home run, and after that, pitched very well. Threw a lot of pitches, but went back to the formula that Hernandez used last night, which was a lot of hard fastballs away, hard fastball, hard slider, stay on the outer part of the plate against this right-hand hitting club, and that was the right answer. So he and Quintero got on the right page. Erasmo made the adjustment. Plus, he was up a little bit in the strike zone. He started working down and away. He's got a good arm, 94, 95. When you can pound away with a short slider, right-hand hitters that like to pull, you're going to have a lot of success, and he did.
Mariners do break their 16-inning scoreless streak, but not enough. They lose 5-1 tonight. Angels take the series, go for the sweep tomorrow. We'll talk about that matchup. We'll hear from the skipper, Eric Wedge, get Bill's keys to the game as we wrap up. Angels taking care of the Mariners tonight, 5-1 from Safeco.